Hi guys, welcome to another video introduction PowerApps. Be a developer, but no skills needed. So today we will talking about the how to are model-driven PowerApps, how to create model-driven PowerApps step by step. Okay, in the section how to do solution I found very easy to you. So let's see it. What are model-driven PowerApps? It's a focused document approach to create some kind of apps. Okay, it's a little bit different from Canva apps. Okay, and give us a possibility to create apps with no code and with on design environment experience to us to create our applications. Okay, so permit us also create a similar user interface across a variety of devices from desktop to mobile applications. Okay, and the apps can be distributed as a solution. Okay, to integrate to another application, so on. Right? So let's see it. The approach to model driven. Okay, the way how to do. Okay, modeling business data, we must first make a modeling business data, so we must choose some kind of information or piece of information I want to modeling, defining business process. Okay, know what kind of business process we will create and we will define it to use in the app, and after that composing the app. Okay, it's the part of create the interface, the navigation, and so on, right? So here we have some piece of what we will do in the demo phase. The database, okay, I have one set up, a database. This is the interface to modeling driving, okay, and model the business. And here is the canvas we use, or the kind of application we will create. Model driven app from blank model driven app. Right? In of course PowerApps. Let's see it. Let's see it. So let's go to the demo time. So guys, first of everything, what we must go is we must go to make PowerApps environment, right? Choose your environment where you can create your app, right? So I use my custom apps. So now, if you have only single default environment, what you see is this, right? Here you have three kind of apps: Canvas app from blank, model driven app, and Portal from blank, right? So model driven, we will in this demo create one model driven app, but don't forget, exists also templates to this kind. For example, model driven app fundraise, right? So let's create one model driven app from blank, right? First, I have show you my tables in Dataverse, or common data, right? I have one entity to show you because I will use this entity in my demo. This is the post, right? It's possible you create here the tables in your data tables. You can create it your Dataverse or your tables and make relations between your business. Okay, this is Dataverse. Okay, the base of Dataverse. So I have another video to you to explain what is Dataverse, right? So let's return to the application we will create. So model driven, I will begin with this model driven. After that, I will put the name, okay, I want to my application, and I'll be created for us, right? So I will put here, for example, continue model driving app, right? Continue model driving app, right? So I use the default image and I will create it. After this, you must see this menu. So it's more or less empty because he gave us, if you validate the model, he gave you the error because app don't contain a sitemap. So the first thing, you must create a sitemap, right? But to create a sitemap, you must associate entity view to your application. So let's do it. The first entity I will apply it to my model will be, it's not this, sorry. If you click, sometimes it's very quick. So I will use the account and the address entities, right? You have these two. Okay, so I will use account and address. So I will save. And now I will go to the sitemap. Here in the sitemap, we see new group and new area. For example, I will rename this to new area to contacts. Okay, contacts, for example. And in the new group, I will also rename it to, this is the area you will see in the application. Okay, after I will show you the where is it applied. So contacts, okay, it's the name to put in the menu, in the nav bar. Contacts, right? Right, and after I must put a new entity, right? So I will put, for example, account or accounts. Only to give you a list, I will call this list accounts, or it's only to you understand what is meaning, right? So in the properties, for example, in this sub area, we must, is required and mandatory, we select an entity. So I will use the account and the name of the URL will be account. Okay? After select dashboard, list accounts is the title, use default image. If you want, you can use another icon, okay? But for us, until now, it's okay. I will save it, right? And after you did this, okay, go to, again, to your app design. Okay, it's only click here. And you see now, if you save, don't give you anymore and validate, only give you a warning because account is not referred from our view. It's not mandatory everyone. So for us, if I publish my application, now it's possible I see my application, right? For example, if I play, it's more or less the same 10 canvas, right? And that's it. List accounts. You remember contacts and list account? Remember this? Okay, so my active accounts, I have other views, for example, all accounts, and give me all accounts and so on and so on. So you must have another kind of data. But the most important here is to you understand you can see this and create this very quickly, very easy, right? And after, if you want to create a new kind of data, you have, it's only you create and fill all the data, all the details information, make save, and after that everything works fine, right? If you also want to apply some workflow with Power Automate, you can create your flow, okay, and after that it opens in flow. You can apply it, for example, a trigger to do what you want to do, right? For example, common data service to customer action, right? So it's another video, I will explain this. So after that, you can also create a view if you want. Okay, what is the view? Is you must choose some fields to appear in filter. It's like a filter to your data. For example, I can look up from accounts, okay, create a new view. For example, imagine accounts, all accounts, you see it, and after that I can select, for example, views account equals, I don't want, account name, these two, right? From all accounts, and after I will filter these two data, right? And for example, I can make a save, okay, account name, you want some account names, so it's because it's equals, I must select something and so on, so on, so on, so on. It's only what's most important is here it's a drag drop operation. So if you imagine I can select, right, and after add, so now it's possible for us have all the data in that way and so on. So I will remove equals, and this is annoying sometimes. So, but the most important is you can see it. You can make some operations inside your view, right? And here I have my name, our active save views, okay, and if I want to manipulate all the view and so on and so on and so on, I can do it in this way, right? It's Microsoft Dynamics 365 interface. So we can do a lot of operations in that. So PowerApps, don't forget, use common architecture with is an interface to 365 Dynamics. Okay, so for now I don't have any of that, but don't forget you can customize your view right here or in the business. So after we will go again to if you see here I don't have any area, I only have the list of contacts I created, but I want also the address, right? So I go to sitemap again, and here I will push a new sub area, right? So I will do it this, and after component and drag a sub area again. It's only drag drop. After I will rename it and give him entity, so it's address, right? And I give him the name URL address and the title list address, right? It's only to you understand that. So list address, I will choose another image for the icon. This guy it's annoying, so list address I will save first. Let's see it if it's no, don't have use. Okay, use the default. So now I publish, right? And after that, if we return to app site design, we can validate it. Okay, give it awareness these two again because we don't have a form. So I play it again, and he will show us the new entry menu, right? So I will waiting a little bit because sometimes we need see that. And after that, list of address have the list of address, right? I don't have any data, and so I don't have data to show. System views, this is a system view, so that's it. But you see it, most important here is the way you can create a menu to your app, right? But now another question. If I want a different area, what I must do it? First, you create the area, you put, for example, this name, rename the name. This new area for me will be, for example, posts. You remember that entity I showed you before? So after you make in the area a drag, okay, sometimes we must save first. components again, and now it's possible for us drag the group of the menu, save, and for example a sub area inside it, right? So in the group we will put the name to posts, okay, and in the area I will put also select the type. I will give him entity, for example, imagine I will give him the posts, right? The entity URL invalid URL, type what is URL required, sorry, it's a post, not posts. And now posts, right? The title will be, for example, list of my posts, right? So it's only the title I want. The default, now it's possible you also choose your icon, right? And you must save it. You save it. Don't forget, if you want, you you can change it, the ID here, and have more parameters to you, the privileges of your entity, more titles, if no records are to display, more descriptions, for example, the locals, and some other clients you can use it, right? This I will talk later. So now I will save and close it, and after that I can save this. I also can validate my model. So now I have three warnings because I have three forms I don't use, forms or views. Okay, so I will publish, and if I make play, it's possible now we saw different areas apply it. Okay, for example, I give you a refresh again. We must waiting a little bit. And now, if you see here, it's possible for us change between areas, right? You remember list of posts, right? If I want a new post, I will create a new post here and put the name for example, uh, continue, right? And model driven app, right? For example, for my post, I only have the name, right? If I want change it, now a question is, it's possible change that data or this common related data or something like that? Yes, it is possible you change this. So I have two ways to do this, but what I will do it's from the entity design here, right? So I come here, I go to the, if I want, for example, forms, I can also define some forms. Okay, if I want show, imagine a post, information, a form entity, I can do it. Okay, so now I have a form. You see it? It's a form. If I want a quick information, I have two forms, right? And if I want save, is save for us. I don't have views. For example, I can create one view to my posts, right? And after that, it opens a new window where you can put your views, right? And after that, if you want, you can put some filters inside it and save it, the view. For example, my posts, okay? My view, my custom view posts. Okay, give him a name, right? And of course, you can, if you have more columns, you can, for example, create or put another's and so on. If, for example, I can put create by, right? For example, this column attributes. Okay, here, okay, I have a error, so I will rename this to view. Right? if you can add, like I said, add another, for example, columns for another entity, you can do it. Okay, it's only drag drop. Okay, and you can sometimes it's a little bit annoying, but like you see here, I can add the, for example, create bay and also the country, right? From example, it's delegate, right? So if I save it, save and close, and make publish again the app, we are publishing the app. It's possible now I make a validation, so now I have two forms and a view don't give us the error to post because I create a form and a view. And if I go again, the app will refresh again with these new attributes in my interface, right? For example, if I change to the posts, I can see again, for example, my custom view posts. You remember this? So I put here on column, so it stay here. If I rename, or if I reload, sorry, I make a refresh, go again, and like you saw here, we have the name and so on. If I create new, so open the form to put it, right? So I create a form and so on. So now I will change the entity itself, right? Make some modifications to my entity, right? So I must go the entity. For example, I will search from posts, right? And after I go here and make edit. So here opens a new window for us to edit. For example, we go to fields, right? If you knows the 365 dynamics, you knows the way to work with this, right? We must waiting because this is a little bit slowest. So okay, so now like I showed to you, I will show the customizable, the custom. So now I don't have any data with my posts. Okay, these old columns are columns created by default. So now I have a new column and give here a name, right, to this column. So it's annoying again. I must waiting a little bit, and after I will, for example, put here the description, or why not body post, right? It's a body from my post. Display name is body post or body. Okay, the name I will put it body, right? I will put in a name in lowercase. So auditing enable, description the body to a description of a post, a blog post, okay? A post or a blog post. Description, it's the dictionary in Portuguese, description, okay, I hope everything is good. So I will put the kind of type this will be, for example, single line of type, option, multi-select, whole number, floating, multiple lines of text, customer, file. Okay, I will choose multiple lines of text. And the name by default is 2000. If I want more, I put more. So I will use this, right? After you must save it, and the field will be created. Okay, save and close. If we saw here, we have created the column. Okay, it's possible you create also business rules, hierarchy settings, dashboards, relations. It's like the same way with relation this data with another this this entity related with other entities in GOS and business process and so on. So if I go to the forms, now it's possible to me see the forms, right? What are the forms? The forms is the forms to create the entity itself, right? So now I must put my new column or my new field in a form. So to be possible to make additions, creation, and add the data to this entity, right? So if we will so now guys, if you see here, I have the body in the field explorer, but not applied to the form. So I can, for example, go to here in details and put the body, right? And after I must save it and close. I will save it, right, and publish. So now it's possible to me to see in a form where I can put it a new entity, right? A new, attribute to the entity. So I save and close, and this card, this is for the card, this is for the active main menu, so I must do it also to this, and make the same modifications. Okay, so now the name and owner, I will put here the body in and down here. Okay, so name, owner, and body. I will put between these two, right? So I will save it again, publish again, right, and close it. After, in the quick view, I must do it the same. Okay, let's you see here, so I will put here, for example, and between these two also make save and close, and I forget to the publish. If you don't publish, it don't appear, so we must publish it. Okay, so I will publish it to publishing the customizations I did it, right? So if you want to see the preview in desktop client or from creation or update, I will see it in read only, and you can see it, make a preview to see it what are and the way your field will appear in your user interface, right? So if I show here, I will see the form and the way you can show to us on interface, right? So it's a little bit after we will show this. So guys, like you saw here, it's possible you see the body, right? In the post, right? So let's close it, and like I said, I publish it, I save it, and now I will close it, right? So this is to the forms. To the views is the same principle. For example, I will go to the custom view and I will put, for example, in my custom view, remember, I create a view in designer, he applies to me to in my common data service or my dataverse. So it's possible to us if we have accesses, right? If we have authorization to do it, it's possible to us to make this kind of modifications in our application, or in the entity itself, or for example in the dataverse, in the tables and so on, or of course in the designer. So I will put body here, I will remove it, this, I will change it a little bit, I don't want this, so I will also configure, add or remove it, Okay, I will remove it. I will remove it, these two. So now I have the name and the body, right? So I will save and close it, right? And after that, we must publish it. If we don't publish it, we don't can will see the difference in our applications. Okay, so after that I will save again, publish it, don't forget, save and publish it, and save and close, right? If we now make a validation, okay, I have these two again, not have forms, so I will put forms. So I will select form, right? And here I will also select a form, a view. Okay. Okay. If it no matter now, but you can do it by yourself. So now I will go again to my presentation or to my application, my web application, and see it. If, for example, in Post-it, I have the body, right? The posts, I have the body, and if it is possible, I change it. So let's see it. So now I have also yet the same. You must refresh and wait a little bit, and you see it. After everything will works better and correctly. So let's create a new, and now it's possible for us put the name portal, for example, and a portal, blah, 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 right? And make save. And after, okay, what is saying, save and close. And if we saw here, we have the view active, but if I my custom, you remember, I put the body, right? So don't forget, guys, for today is everything. This is model driven Power App. So if you like it, please make a thumbs up and subscribe, share with your colleagues, and subscribe my video. It's all for today. In another video, I will present to you this Edge New World Common Data Service, and I will talk about tables, right? The way you can create your business logic between and modeling between tables, columns, and rows, right? See you soon. See you. Bye. And stay safe. Stay at home. Don't forget. These days is this kind of.